What's up, good people? What's happening, good folks? Welcome to the stream. What are we doing today? This is going to be practice number 2. If you can see that. Not sure if you can see that. Okay, so we're going to start like we always do with a circle. And you don't have to be a pretty one either. Okay, then we're going to put in our guidelines. This will be the center point. That'll be the chin. Not too much light going on. See how that looks. See my shadow of my finger going across the paper. Okay. And so what we're doing here, we're doing this template. We're doing this template for that hero. Okay. We're doing this template for that hero. That's line number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And here you can see 1 and 2. So just as I started with a circle, this one started with a circle as well. That's the circle. And you got this line here for the mouth line. And then you got that line there for the bottom of the nose. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lines. And then the line that you don't see is the eye line, which cuts right here. Okay. So using this template, you can draw any hero that you want. And that's what I'm doing with this practice number two. I think yesterday or the day before, could have been Saturday, I did reverse flash. So tonight we're doing Daredevil. And call me the messy artist because I'm always drawing over and over my line. I'm putting these guidelines in now before I add any detail. Okay. And I'm doing this just really based off remembrance. So as you can see, my paper is pretty marked up at this point, right? I am purposely drawing as light as possible, just throwing down my lines, putting the placement for his ear, for his nose, his brow. So that's where we are right now. Really trying to get this lighting together. Tomorrow I will not be doing a live sketch only because I'll be with my team on another collab that we're working on. And I'll probably get instructions for what we're going to do next. Okay, so top of the head, you really can't see, but that's where the light is coming from. Okay, so now that we got that in, let's work on putting in some features. We're gonna try to do this nose. We're gonna give him that superhero big nose. Give him that superhero big nose. Well, nose a little bit. That philtrum going to his lip. Then that bottom lip. And this is where my challenge come in as an artist. Getting that chin in. This is where my challenge come in. Okay. This is gonna be a Daredevil sketch. This is my reference. This is my undersketch. The skeleton part of it. So we put the skeleton in. Now we're adding detail. Okay. Now with the ear, there's nothing too fancy about an ear. But as long as you put it in the right place, in the right distance, you can pretty much sell. Just got to remember that this part here is the part that meets the lip. And you get the chin in from there. Okay? It's not looking like Daredevil yet. But promise me, you stick with me long enough, stick around, and I'll get you there. Okay. Now let's find the back of his head, which we're gonna go at the bottom of the nose. Okay. So far our hero is coming to life. Now we gotta get that eye in there. And the eye is gonna sit below the skyline, but it's gonna meet front there. Okay. So we gotta make it cool brow. And he's blind, so he really is not can't see. He goes off a lot of sound, right? As you can see, it's coming along. It's coming to life. I have not went down and really put any hard lines down. I'm still got my finger at the end of the pencil, and I'm just sketching in lines, just putting lines down there where I want them to go. Okay. With his mask on him. Okay. Now we gotta try to get this chin. So here, whenever I'm drawing my heroes, my talents always come with the chin and the nose. Sometimes the nose and the lip can make or break your character. So I'm still trying to chisel this out, just to see where we at. Now let's move up. Now I'm slowly working this thing out. Now let's see if we can get this turned. Okay. All right. So now, sometime when I get the drawing, I'll start getting into my picture. I'm not talking as much as I should. That's something I need to work on. But looks like Daredevil has come to life. This lip is too far out. So you can turn that down a little bit. Okay, turn that down. Makes it look a tad bit like it's supposed to, right? Okay, Daredevil people. Okay, that's pretty good. There, devil. Going from here, which is one, my reference, which is two, and actual drawing, which is three. I think that's pretty good. Nose needs some help. So the second sketch doesn't look as good as my first sketch I did earlier today at work. So what I did earlier at work was this one. So that's the one I did at work. See how that looks? That looks like a more better Daredevil than this practice one. And it's the nose and the head. Like I told you, my nose is always my biggest struggle. Now let's figure the color scheme. Now we're going to use our tracing paper to get our color scheme. Okay. So let's go with the first sketch, which is the one I did at work. And then this is tracing paper here. Figure out how our color is going to lay out, right? So now that this is red, we definitely want this underneath to be dark, right? So that is pretty much the drawing map that I'm going to use for Daredevil. Okay. Let's get a peach first. Trying to get some skin tone here. Okay, so for the most part, that's going to be Daredevil. And you saw how I started out with the first one, then decided to go with the one I did from work. So hopefully the one that we draw in our paint book will come out a little better, right? Oh, that's good. I think that's good for Kirk. All right, that's good for Kirk. All right.